Hi Pisces, and a very warm welcome to your November forecast. This month is a little bit like respite, not to say that there's nothing happening, but next month is a very big month because we've got Mercury going retrograde, can't even say it, and also Saturn is going to change signs and go into Capricorn, which is the sign of its rulership, where it's very, very strong. And that's going to bring about structural changes globally and also personally for you. But more about that next month. This month begins on the 4th with a full moon happening here in your 3rd house. So a full moon shines a light on a particular area. And the 3rd house has everything to do with networking, connections. This might bring to you a really interesting person or a group of people that you connect with. It's also very good for learning, for studying, for adding to your skills. And very often where it's a full moon, it can be something that comes to fruition. So you may pass an exam or something gets approved. It can also be very good for some kind of communication, a contract getting completed. And equally, it can be a time where you look at how you're communicating and whether you're listening enough. Are you really listening carefully to what's going on? Sometimes Pisces, you swan off into the distance because you want to escape from the mundanities of this world sometimes, especially if it's painful. But it's about you really developing your concentration to be able to really hear what's going on, to read between the lines, to trust that intuitive voice, that flash of intuition that you get. It might be a thought, it might be an image, it might be as a result of meeting somebody new. You get a sense, I really want to see that person again. And you take action on it. So these are all wonderful things that can happen as a result of this full moon in your 3rd house. Now on the 6th we've got Saturn joined by Mercury. Mercury joining Saturn here in your 10th house. And Mercury and Saturn together are wonderful for anything to do with mental focus, concentration, being able to laser beam your thinking and your thoughts. So if you've had maybe some decisions to make as far as work and career are concerned, you may in fact get yourself really clear about it. It's going to be a good time for signing a contract, for getting a deal completed. It's also a good time for looking at ways in which you can perhaps take your career, maybe restructure it in a way. Maybe you've been working on it for a while, and now with Mercury coming there, you've got the ideas as to your next action steps. On the 8th of the month, we've got Venus joining Jupiter and the Sun in your 9th house. What could be a more beneficial combination than these three together? Doesn't happen very often, but when it happens, it's just a magnificent, harmonious energy. And in your 9th house, Pisces, this is wonderful for travel. It's wonderful for planning a trip, going on a retreat, something spiritual. It's wonderful for expanding your learning, teaching, publishing that book, doing some international business. And it's also absolutely wonderful for developing that wider perspective of your life, the spiritual perspective. The 9th house is very much to do with faith, religion. You're ruled by Neptune, so you're learning how to have faith and belief this lifetime in the goodness of the universe as a whole. And this is really taking you out of your everyday problems and issues and asking you to look at things from a wider context. To see and experience that we're all connected and that we're connected to those stars up there in some way. We might not know how, might feel as though we're grounded here in gravity and the earth, but no, this is an opportunity to explore maybe channeling, to explore astrology, tarot, numerology, spiritual teachings of any kind, becoming present. and connecting with the God or source energy. Very powerful. You might meet somebody special and have a deep soul connection with them. Because on the 18th of the month, we've got a glorious new moon adding to the impetus of this wonderful energy in that house, bringing you potentially new chance encounters where you make just a special connection with somebody. Yeah, it can happen. I just met somebody on the plane on the way to Austria. We kind of connected, and we've been in touch ever since. So that kind of a connection where you just sense that there's something special that you want to explore in that relationship. And on the 22nd of the month, the Sun coming here into your 10th house, joining Saturn and Mercury. This could bring a project to fruition that you've been working very hard on. You may get recognition, appreciation for work that you've been doing. And also, you may decide, no, I'm going to really go into my own business and do something seriously myself. And maybe you've been studying and working at that, and now would be the time that you start to take some serious actions in that field and see that you really can be successful in something that you really, really love. So there you have it, my lovely Pisceans. Perhaps you'd like to have a personal astrology reading, or a channeling, or a mixture of both, where I tune into you, look at your personal chart, and share with you how you can take advantage of the planetary energies coming up for you in 2018. Thank you for commenting, sharing, subscribing. I love doing these videos more and more because I feel like we're connecting more and more. Thank you for sharing the videos around, because there's a vibrational frequency that comes out from me to you that I'm trusting, given most of the feedback that comes back, is really enhancing our lives. So you enhance me by the feedback. I hope I enhance you with these videos. Have a wonderful month. Bye for now.